You ready?
Yeah. Yeah, I think so.
Hi.
Hi.
My name is JPBarnaby, and I'm the author of the Little Boy Lost series, and this is my Micah Burrows, and we are here today to conduct an interview for the Little Boy Lost book tour, and I'd like to thank him very much for coming in and sitting with me and talking. How are you?
I'm a little nervous. I'm not used to talking in front of the camera. I'm used to body language, so.
Well, okay then. So tell me about Micah. What kind of things do you like to do?
Well, oh God, I live in San Diego. I mean, what is there not to enjoy doing? I like the beach. I really like driving in my Jeep with the top down, and you know, Alex in the driver's seat just makes me look hot. So you know, I just like being with friends, and yeah, I like to work and feel like I'm getting something done. But then in the off time, I just like to go out to clubs and, you know, just regular.
Have a good time?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Tell me how you got to San Diego.
well, it's that's kind of complicated. I got to San Diego when I was 15, and I didn't have a car. You know, I couldn't drive, so it was. I'm not like ashamed of it or anything, but I did what I had to do. I was meeting guys at rest stops and truckers, and they would give me a ride in exchange for some body language. So.
And how did you end up at the truck stop?
Well, yeah, this isn't happy shit we're about to talk about. Are you sure this is what you want to talk about?
It's part of Micah. It's part of making you who you are.
Well, I walked. When I was 15, my family found out that I'm gay, and they put me out. And my brother Eli he was down in San Diego, so I went to the rest stop and made my way down there. But the reason I went in the first place was because they're very religious, and they didn't like it that I was messing around with other dudes.
Is that why you go by Mike now instead of Micah? Because you're a little disillusioned with that kind of environment?
Yeah, Micah, I don't know if everybody knows, is a name from the Bible, and it's not that I hate God or anything, but I I want to go by Mike because Micah is something that's a world that for me doesn't exist anymore. So I prefer Mike.
Okay.
Yeah.
Have you had any contact with your family since you've been in San Diego?
Well, like I said, I came down to be with Eli. His name is Elijah, you know, another Bible name. But he didn't really know what to do with me. I mean, he wasn't much older than me anyway, and suddenly I'm showing up, and he tried to help, I guess, but he had the same background I did, so I don't think he knew what to really do. I mean, he's my big brother. He's not my parents. He wasn't ready for me to just show up, and he definitely didn't want to hear about how I got there. So
what did he do?
Well, he eventually he hooked me up with the LGBT kind of like a boarding house. You know, it's the home that Leo runs. So he looked that up and then took me and dropped me off there, hoping that you know, my kind, whatever that is, would know what to do with me. So. Yeah, that's how I got San Diego. But San Diego's a great place. I mean, yeah, the getting there wasn't pretty, but being there I like.
Okay. How did you get involved in adult entertainment?
Well,
how did you turn your body language professional?
My body language. Well, I mean, I was walking around in Hillcrest, and you know, there's various houses in San Diego, and people would, you know, approach me, and like they approach a lot of people. And at first, I was all, you know, like flattered, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna be famous and everything, but They just came up and they're pretty forward. They're just like, hey, you're hot. Will you you want to be in videos? So it was pretty direct, and I wanted the money, and I enjoyed the work. I liked the idea of it, and it made me feel wanted. So I was like, yeah, sure. I mean,
were you scared?
No, not really scared. I mean, between not having to worry about what my family thinks and the process of getting to San Diego, it didn't scare me. I mean, the guys were hot, and I mean, by and large, everybody's pretty cool. So I was never afraid. So yeah, I mean, I like it. It's cool.
Tell me about Alex.
He's a little punk.
Nice.
He's a little punk. I like to. I like him though. He's my fella. I like him a lot. I met him on set actually. He works more behind the scenes now, like doing makeup and stuff. But he was in some scenes. But I met him on set. So he's really nice. He's real sweet. He's not he's not like gonna get in fights or anything. His feelings get hurt, and he's real sensitive, but he's real smart, and he thinks I'm shit. So I'm cool with that.
Okay. Do you have any plans for him for the future, or?
No, I mean, I know what I'd like, but well, I mean, I don't want to. Like I said, I don't want to try to make something fit. You know, I didn't fit, and my whole life didn't fit, and so I don't want to make him fit. As long as he wants to fit, then it's cool. If you like Brian and Jamie, they got married, and that's awesome for them. I'm real happy for them, but I don't like that kind of anchor. I want somebody to be there because they want to be, not because they have to be. So, I mean, hopefully he'll want to stay for a long time.
Tell me a little bit about Brian.
Oh, Brian. Oh, Brian. What a pain in the ass. He's such a pain in the ass. You're a pain in the ass. He's probably one of my best friends, and when I first met him, I knew that he was going to be a friend. I just knew we had too much in common.
And a lot of chemistry.
Yeah.
Had a lot of fun with Brian, didn't you?
Well, you wrote it.
I did.
Thank you. I enjoyed it. Yeah, Brian's probably the most loyal person I can think of. I remember when he first showed up, and all he would ever talk about was Jamie, and you know, we had no idea that we were standing right there working with Jamie. I mean, I heard what Brian would say about Jamie, and so it didn't even occur to me that this little boy who was being, you know, beaten up all the time and just looked really like a punching bag. It didn't even click, you know. When Brian showed up looking for somebody, I was like, God, nobody ever looked for me that way. It's like, I need to know this guy. That inspired me to be his friend, because anybody that would like come halfway across the country to find somebody who they hadn't even seen for like what, a year or two?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he hadn't seen him in a year.
I hadn't seen him in like a year, and just was real, just passionate about finding this person. I was like, I need to know this guy. Maybe he'll give me some of that passion. So, I think he did.
Okay, let's go back to the adult entertainment industry. Have you found any kind of, you know, abuse or exploitation? And we're gonna preface this with where we are right now is at Antros Media, and you decided to come and check out Antros Media and see what they do here because you were a little taken aback by what you found in the adult entertainment industry. So why don't you tell us a little bit about that?
Well, let me just say that where I was before, it seemed fine at first. They were never bad to me personally, and I don't want it to sound like they did anything bad to me. But when I finally saw what they were letting happen to other people, it was really like, okay.
Like Jamie.
Yeah, exactly like Jamie. It's like, well, fuck, man. I mean, you like me, and you know, when I've got abs, everything's fine. But what if I like get hurt? You're gonna just say like, oh, I'm sorry, but you can't work, or they don't really care about you. You know, and when I saw how nobody did anything for Jamie, it's like there wasn't any sense of. I thought there was like this sense of like group or family, and it just wasn't there. And so when I started looking a little bit closer, I have friends that work at other houses, and I started looking at the stuff that they were experiencing, and it wasn't happening to somebody else, it was happening to my friends. It's like that could happen to me, and I didn't want that. And you know, I heard that they were trying to do something different here, so I thought I'd come check it out instead. I mean, it's not that all the houses are bad. A lot of houses are really good to their models, but there's bad shit that happens, and I didn't want it happening to me. So, you know, when I got the model invitation, it was long. the recruitment process at Anaros is complicated, but
yeah, I've actually met Devin Hunter. He is a little verbose.
Yeah, he can talk.
Yes, he can.
Like, dude, I don't even know half you're saying, but you're nice, so I guess it works. So
nice.
He likes lamps.
So have you shot with them yet?
No, not yet, but I'm looking forward to it. They don't work the way I've worked before. I think it's going to be a lot easier on some level because we don't have to stop and set back up, and I actually got to, you know, put some of what I want from a partner into the scene. And I mean, it can't match all the time. It's not the love connection. It's not, you know, a dating service. It's a job, but I'm real happy here, and the house is clean, and the guys are real nice, and they just let you, they get out of the way, and they just let you do the body language. So I like it. I like it.
Great. I'm glad that you're happy.
Yeah, I'm happy.
And thank you very much for coming to talk to me. And I'd like to thank Devin Hunter for letting us use Anteros's Olympus to shoot the video. Is there anything else you'd like to say?
Yeah, I wanted to show you this. You know, Brian had one of these, and it seemed to make him. Well, no, Jamie got one of these, and I saw how much it helped him, so I got one too.
You want to tell him what it is?
I don't remember the word for it.
It's a chakra necklace.
Chakra, yeah. That's where you got the, Jamie said something about balls. I like balls. Energy balls. But they're different colored stones. And, you know, it's kind of like a worry rock, but it's more focused on your insides. So, you know, wherever you're feeling like whenever you're feeling kind of crazy, it's like looking at the colors is nice. Just having something.
It's pretty. It's shiny.
Yeah. I mean, I'm gay, but it really helped Jamie, and so although I'm not, like I said, I'm not anti-God, but I wanted to have something that wasn't like like what happened with my family. So I got this because, well, you gave one to Jamie, so I thought I'd get one for me. But not expensive. I think this one was $40.
And is it helping?
Yeah, it does. It does. When Alex pisses me off, I just kind of grab it and rub it. Or when anything's stressing me out, like being at work or whatever. So yeah, it gives me something outside of me to give those feelings to, and it makes me feel connected. I think the way my parents felt connected through their stuff is this makes me feel better just about, you know, maybe not being, you know, the idea of being alone. I don't feel alone. So
now see, I'm really surprised because I thought that when you got upset with Alex, instead of grabbing it and rubbing it, you grabbed him and rubbed him.
Well, I rub him too, but yeah, I rub him too.
Yeah, I've got a few of those scenes too.
Oh, I can't wait to see that. She writes me good stuff, so.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome.